It was a little different. People, weren't surprised that we made it to the state tournament.
That send-off is a special thing to us. Getting the backing from the school is awesome.
It's pretty sweet because we're from a small town. So when you're from a smaller town, you get that everyone's coming in together, the whole entire community's coming in to support you. I mean, when we were out here getting our send-off, everyone was there, and everyone, so they're all yelling your names.
Well, once the season got rolling and everything started to come together, I knew there was going to be big things on the horizon.
The whole season was extremely fun, knowing that we could go back this year like we did last year.
This summer, I mean, Tanner, he put in a lot of work. Jarrett and Curtis put in a lot of work. We were at the golf course almost every day.
We all improved probably 4 strokes or more.
I feel like everyone has improved exponentially over the season.
Winning the district by 20 shots, it was a lot less stressful. Once we punched that ticket, it was just, celebration and relief.
And just confidence going in and knowing that we've been there before. We just knew we had to go do what we know we can do.
I set a goal at the beginning of the year to come in as either the 5-man or above and play in the state tournament because I didn't get to do that last year.
Going off the first tee, I striped one down the middle, and I knew right then and there that it could have been a good day.
Compared to last year, I was 10 times more confident this year because I knew that I put in the work and I knew that I was good enough to play a course like that.
10:30 tee time, Owen Carney, Crooksville.
Yeah, going into day one, we knew there was a lot of good teams, but we knew if we played well, we certainly could be top 5. I mean, that was our goal.
This year we wanted to finish top 10 because we finished 10th last year. We didn't really want to finish in that same spot because you want to always improve.
We were just out there having fun, playing golf.
The trip to the state tournament last year was obviously fantastic, but the only tiny little thing that was missing is that we didn't play at Ohio State. When you look at Scarlet, you can tell by the bunkers and the greens, how they're laid out, the undulation. They hold a tour event there. One of the best college teams in the country play there. They hold the NCAAs there.
I feel like if you just avoid the bunkers, just try to make par and move on, I feel like the sky's the limit.
The round on Friday was a little bit rough. Everything was going left, so it took me a while, but then it just got to the point where I just started playing it and everything ended up falling into place.
It's a harder course than North Star. I was standing in bunkers I couldn't even see out of.
I catch where Owen's got it going. He's a couple under through 6. And then all those nerves come back for me. I'm more nervous for the boys than they know or than they are. Owen made some swing changes from last year and they hadn't all quite kicked in yet. They were there about 75% of the time. So to see it all come together was really great to see.
I was aware that that I was playing well. I just didn't want to try to protect it. I was just trying to get to one more under par. If you try to do that, you won't mess up as often.
Well, it was a big void to fill with Brock graduating. Blake and Owen played a lot of tournaments in the summer, and Tanner played a lot as well. So we knew those three were coming back, and with Curtis and Jarrett, they just stepped up. Those two played better this year than they had their previous 3 years. So that was a huge accomplishment for them to play well and to get that confidence. Everybody had a role to play.
It was a good feeling to know that we had Owen and Blake and Tanner that were like doing really good within the first day. So like it could have all of us come together and just want to play really well to back everybody up.
Towards the back nine, I learned how to play out of the bunkers a little bit more. During the practice round, I really wasn't in the bunkers very much.
It was the anticipation to see them, at each spot. Hey, how you doing? You still had it going. I was very, very proud, obviously, as a coach/dad.
You still don't get a lot of distance when you head out of a sand bunker, so the distance catches up with you, especially when you're at a long course like that and it's a state tournament.
A bad stroke at the state tournament is still a stroke at the state tournament. I mean, a bad day at the state tournament is still a day at the state tournament.
It was awesome to see Owen play well.
The hard work that he's put in, it was great for him. He needed that. He put in a lot of work.
I was amazed. That's really good for him. I'm glad.
He's an amazing bunker player. I think I need to go out there and play with him a little more and learn some new tricks off of him.
They played well, and everything just fell into place.
This year we wanted on the second day to start on the front nine. We didn't get to do that last year. I think that was our goal, was to be in the top 6 going into the second day.
On 17, I missed the green right and I didn't get up and down from there. On 18, I just went left of the green and I chipped on and I didn't get up and down from there, which that kind of leaves a bad taste after, but I mean, even par is still good.
It was amazing. We knew we could do it and we accomplished what we needed to accomplish, and that just made it that much sweeter. I wanted to break 90 the first day. I was content with an 89, considering how hard the course was.
It was a great confidence boost going into the next day. I knew they had the potential to obviously play better. I knew it'd be tough to catch the leaders, but I thought, you know what, if we get hot, we can, with the confidence they had from the day before, we can sneak into that top 5.
Tomorrow, I feel like if I could just play my game, I feel like I could possibly win the state tournament.
The main focus for everybody was to just stay the same.
On the first day, it was 65-ish. And then the second day, it was 30 degrees in the morning, and I had to wear a pullover and layer up.
Jarrett Arnold, Crooksville.
I told him, if you don't get off to the hot start you did yesterday, you've played enough golf to know that, don't worry about it.
I wasn't as nervous on day 2 because I kind of knew, like, I was kind of out of the winning it, but I knew I just wanted to try to go make All-Ohio.
It was a lot colder and it was a lot windier. Couldn't hit the ball as far.
And he's played enough tournaments to know where he was at. And he had some goals in mind, so knew if he played well, he'd be right there in the mix.
We didn't have any pressure, I don't think, on ourselves. We just went out and played golf and had fun.
First 5 holes, I was still just pulling everything. And after that, I was like, all right, played that, and I was putting them within like 20 feet almost every time.
I think we played really well on the tough holes. I think it was the easier holes that gave us a little more of a challenge.
Just keep having a positive attitude. You know, when you get down about a bad shot, it's only going to make things worse.
Jerry and Curtis, they've been a big part of this team for a while. I mean, we always mess around with each other.
I'm going to miss them both tremendously. They were very, very good kids. They are great examples of what we want this program to be. Owen, Blake, and Tanner are going to be the foundation, and with Cooper and Vaughn coming in, they got a lot of experience this year as freshmen, and I know they're going to work hard in the off season. As they made the turn, Owen was staying steady with the weather the way it was. Blake had figured something out and finished pretty strong.
I got to 11T and I just doubled number 10. I was like, it doesn't matter at this point. Let's just try to go out here and have fun. And I did that.
Bunker play really affected, I'm pretty sure, all of us both days.
I was thinking how crazy this last 4 years have went, how fast they've gone. It was a sad feeling. I don't want it to be over. I really don't.
Jarrett played better this year than he had in all 3 years. I'm so proud of him. And he's such a role player, do whatever you ask of him. His first year of playing a lot of varsity golf, first year playing in the postseason, but never complained, knew his spot, knew how important he was.
I'm gonna miss it a lot. I think this is probably the most memorable year out of all the 4 I've been here.
You put the work in and you teach them to do things the right way and to see it pay off for them. I'm more happy for them than I ever would have been if it would have been me as a player. It's really been one of the highlights of my life to do this. It's very humbled, very proud of being able to coach these young men.
It's never happened at Crooksville before. It's never happened back-to-back years. I mean, very rarely does it happen with one team. You know, back-to-back years, it's going to be definitely memorable. No one will forget that. And it's a good feeling to know that I've been on that team.
We have proved that we can contend in the state, and I hope we continue to.
This year was a year of a lot of firsts. You know, an NVL Player of the Year in Blake, the first team All-Ohioan in Owen, and finishing 7th in the state playing Scarlet.
The fact that I finished top 5 in the state against some really good golfers, that's something to be proud of. I'll miss having both Curtis and Jarrett on the team.
To see them go is going to be sad.
I said we got one more shot at it. You know, we're not done yet. We got one more go.
It's going to be our senior year, so we're trying to go out with a big bang.
We're looking to go for it next year, looking to get it all.
That's the first All-Ohioan in golf. To be first team is, you know, that's a label that that'll stick with you for the rest of your life. So it's a huge accomplishment.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of pressure. Most of the teams are expecting us to make it to the state tournament. I feel like if we all can do the best that we possibly can, I feel like we can make it to the state tournament.
First team All-Ohio from Crooksville with the 151, Owen Carney.